Hola y bienvenidos amigos. Hello and welcome friends. Steve here, Street Smart Travel, coming at you today from the Amazon, down here in a Kichwa community, an indigenous community, about 20 minutes outside of Tena in the Amazon. Awesome weather down here, sunny and hot every day, a little bit of rain from time to time. A short video today, got my November 2025 budget numbers, how much money I spent for the entire month of November. These videos are not popular, they don't get a lot of views, and I get it. It's not exciting, it's not travel porn, but the point is, I'm showing people how little money I spend when I'm down here. Not that everybody would want to live the way I'm living, but it's possible to do it this way. And if you are aware, the main point is, once you are aware of your finances, how much money you're spending, what you're spending it on, then you can make better decisions with what you're doing. In terms of, can I eliminate these expenses? Do I want to decrease these expenses? Do I want to increase them? And there's no right or wrong there. Basically, if you make better choices with your cash, it'll go a lot further. And it's a pretty short jump once you have that awareness, which is why I show these numbers every month. Once you know where your money's going, you can make better decisions, like better for you. There's no right or wrong, just what is it that you want. For me, it was time freedom, and to get to time freedom, I needed financial freedom. So as I tracked my expenses and was choosing what to spend money on, and then taking the balance of my income and putting it into investments, and that has put me and continues to put me in a very good position. Anybody can do that, right? None of this is difficult. It is boring, it's not exciting, it's not travel porn, but if you see it through, you can make some significant changes over time with your finances, which gets you to more choices, more options, more freedom in your life. And for me, that's all stuff that I want more of. So, enough about me. How about the numbers for November 2025? I was in Cuenca for the whole month. Bit of an expensive month, and I'll explain why. 262 US dollars or 363 Canadian dollars on the month. That's one of the most expensive months I've had this year. And let me translate that into the daily. It was $8.75 US or $12.10 Canadian per day. So the reason for that is because I spent about 120 US dollars, so somewhere around, 180 Canadian dollars on a bunch of things that I get caught up on when I go to Cuenca. Chiropractic appointments, dental cleaning, stocking up on supplements. I replaced my carry-on, which I've had for about 25 years, and it was done months ago. I just finally, let's replace this. And some work clothes. And that was it. All that came out to about $120, and I am set for the next few months. Cuenca is a place, it's very easy to find everything you need. So I kind of planned my time saying, okay, in a few months I'm going to be in Cuenca. I'm going to take care of all this health stuff, take care of whatever shopping, because a lot of the things I can find in Cuenca very easily and have very good quality medical appointments and other things don't exist as easily in other parts of Ecuador. Let me put it that way. So a very expensive month relative to the $100 month that I had a couple months ago, or the $70 month I had in October, but well worth it, and it balances out in the end. So that by the end of 2025, for my expenses in Ecuador, I'm on track to come in at or a little under 2,000 US dollars on the year. Now think about that. Not a month, $2,000 for the year. I'm volunteering, I'm exchanging my time and labor and expertise for room and board. And on that basis, like I said, this is going to be the cheapest month, or the cheapest year that I've had down here since November 2022. Pretty happy about that. And again, that's just from tracking my expenses and deciding how I want to spend money, where I want to spend money. Do I need to spend this? I need definitely to spend some money on this, on health and maintenance and that kind of stuff. Some of the other things I cut out of my life, don't miss them at all. Not suggesting everybody wants to go to the extreme I've gone to. This is like Walden Pond, right? Thoreau's Walden Pond. Just strip out everything I don't need. I can always add it back in later, but I wanted more of the experience of living and traveling like a local down here, and I think I'm about as close to that as it's possible to get. So again, the numbers on November 2025, 262 US dollars or 363 Canadian dollars on the month. I think that's my second most expensive month of 2025, and it was a fantastic month in Cuenca. Now, part two is our day trip to Laguna Azul. Our host here in Chuculin, so just outside of Tena, he is a tour guide, and like a lot of tour guides and tour companies down here, he's had a pretty rough few years since lockdowns and the disease that shall not be named really crushed tourism in this country. He knows the area very well, and one afternoon he asked, hey, do you guys want to go, me and another volunteer, do you want to go check out Laguna Azul? This is a Quechua-owned natural attraction open to the public. There are different pools you can swim in, some waterfalls, along with walking trails, and access to a beach. And luckily, it was very easy. We took a bus from his office right to the site. It was $1.10 each way, so just over $2 for transportation, and then a $3 entrance fee. So you're looking at a little over $5. We had a fantastic day with a rope swing and a natural pool. The water incredibly cold. Here it's about 30 to 33 degrees Celsius every day, so really hot, and somehow the water is crazy cold, which is very, very refreshing and very welcome on these super hot days. And a few things you'll notice about the site: there's no lifeguards, right? There were 3 little girls that were playing in there on the rope swing and jumping around and always yelling out to me, oh, ayúdame, help me. It's just a game, not without its dangers, but the kids are brought up to learn how to swim and to be able to take care of themselves. Not that there weren't adults there. There were people, keeping an eye, but there was nobody right next to the pool. There's no helicopter parents down here. There's, no railings. This is the waterfall at the end of the pool that you do not want to end up sliding into. When I first got there and saw these 3 little girls playing there and saw the current from the waterfall and saw where it washed out to a different waterfall, I thought, okay, this might be a little dangerous, but obviously they do it and they've been doing it for a while. And when I say little girls, I mean maybe 6, 7, 8 years old. Maybe the oldest was 10. And they were looking out for each other. They're playing on inflatable tubes, jumping off the rope swing, taking a trip down sort of a natural slide by a small, not waterfall exactly, but water chute. So I thought, well, if they can do it, then I can do it too. So a fantastic day. Thanks to our host. Great dude. This is my second time back here. Like I said, we're in Ucuchulin, just outside of Tena. And Laguna Azul, if you find yourself in the area, there's a bunch of waterfalls and different things you can do. This attraction was really quiet. There weren't a lot of people there. A very fun and beautiful day in a very natural, peaceful, calm, serene setting. So hopefully you enjoyed that video. If you found value in it, please drop a like, drop a comment if you have any questions. Again, the monthly budgets I end up doing mostly for myself, just to see where I'm at with my expenses and decide, okay, do I want to spend a little more, a little less? What could I be doing differently? And to show people, if you are willing to travel and exchange your time and skills and labor for room and board, it's super inexpensive. And again, not that everybody wants to do this, but it's possible. I've been doing this now for 3 years, and this time next month, the plan is to be up in Colombia, trying out that same volunteer system just over the border in a similar but different country. So thank you for stopping by. If you made it this far in the video, thank you very much. If you have any comments or questions, please drop them below. Looking forward to the next one and looking forward to onward travel in Colombia. Happy trails. See you out on the road.